Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Cammie.
And welcome to the Cam Squared podcast.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank all of our returning listeners. We appreciate all 8 of you.
So today we're going to start off with Captain Marvel. A couple weeks ago we got some set photos and we recently got the first trailer. What are your thoughts, Cammie?
Well, I'm super excited for it. Before this film was announced, I had no idea who Captain Marvel was, but now I can't wait to see the film and learn more about her character. I'm also excited to see how her story ties into Infinity War, even though it's like 20 years before Infinity War.
I'm excited too, but I'm always excited for Marvel stuff because they have a tendency to make good things. I'm really glad we finally get a trailer because I had no idea what Captain Marvel was supposed to be about. Well, I knew it was Skrull invasion, which I guess is the main part, but I didn't know what it was about. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm always excited for Marvel films, so I know this one won't be any less than amazing.
So she's supposedly the strongest Avenger, and Nick Fury considers her the key to defeating Thanos, or maybe his last hope. But I haven't seen any indication that she's stronger than Thor. It looks like she has fire / energy blasting powers, and can survive explosions and falling from really high.
Can I just point out though, Thor would have killed Thanos if he had aimed for the head.
Yeah, so
shoot. Anyways, but she's also part Kree, so maybe that's where her stronger than Thor powers come from. Either way, I'm ready to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, I'm just really trying to theorize. I'm gonna do some ad-libbing here. This whole thing's ad-libbing. Sort of, kind of. Anyway. How do you think she can be stronger than Thor? Because Kevin Feige, whoever's in charge up there, says that she's going to be the strongest hero that we've had so far.
Maybe she's also Asgardian.
Nice.
Maybe it's another hidden sister.
She's Asgardian and Kree.
And Kree.
And human, so she's just
the ultimate creature.
Super amazing. I mean, they also don't explain how people are stronger than other people in these films a lot. It's how is Hela stronger than Thor? It's it just doesn't matter. She just
Maybe because dark powers are stronger than...
Then why isn't Loki stronger than Thor?
Because Loki's
Weren't the Frost Giants stronger than Odin?
You're directing these questions at the wrong person. Okay. I didn't write these.
Alright, well, yeah, let's see.
I didn't plan out this storyline for 20 years.
Okay, let's just see how they do it. Overall, I think it was a really good trailer. The one thing I didn't like was there's a shot, I don't know what to explain it. It's it goes, see what makes her, and then it transitions
into a
hero or whatever, it fades in. And I thought that was very ham-fisted. I think we should just let her do what she does because she needs to do it, and then the audience can judge her for her actions, and don't draw too much attention to the gender thing because that can get corny and unnecessary real fast. And in that same vein, the comments under this trailer are atrocious.
Right? It's the misogyny jumped out of nowhere. Us female Marvel fans would like to see a leading lady with her own movie for once, so let us enjoy this. Thanks. Also, my girl Carol seems really cool. When she punched that old lady, yes.
What was I saying? People are claiming that Carol is a Mary Sue, and I'm just gonna say the Mary Sue definition because I don't want to explain it in my own words. So, a Mary Sue is an idealized and seemingly perfect fictional character. Often this character is recognized as an author insert or wish fulfillment. And I'm so you can't say that unless you've actually seen the story. So it's you can't be they're a wish fulfillment or they're perfect when literally you've seen nothing of her character. Also, people saying that Brie Larson can't act, and watch the movie first before you say she can't act or whatever. Also, she won an Oscar. So watch Room and then get back to me, dumbasses.
Period.
I wonder who's gonna get that. Who listens to
Everyone better get it.
Jose might get it.
Period.
Okay, more Marvel news. Variety is claiming that Disney is working on live-action shows for both Loki and Scarlet Witch.
Now, I'm pretty excited for the Loki one because I just love Loki and his character so much. Also,
don't say this part.
Tom Hiddleston looks amazing as Loki.
Alright. Okay. I think he looks good out of costume too, so we've had this argument a lot. Why do you like Loki? I don't think we've discussed why you like him.
I just doesn't matter right now.
I think that's, yeah.
I mean, I just like his character arc. Like, in the first movie, I hated him because, like, obviously. But then, like...
Then he shows up in Avengers.
I also hated him then.
And then he's in Thor the Dark World. And then he dies. And then he takes over Asgard.
You know what?
His arc.
His arc.
His arc, yeah.
And you see...
He just flip-flops all the time.
Yeah, he just flip-flops. Like, I relate. I'm Loki. I'm Loki.
Slap these people? Or do I want to be nice today?
I don't know, but yeah, like, he's just cool, you know?
Yeah.
I also enjoy watching him get banged around by Hulk. That's one of my favorite scenes, so, you know.
Aren't you about to say, like, seeing him get angry?
I mean, yeah. Tom Hiddleston is hot as Loki.
Yeah.
But I've already said that, so.
Anyway, I don't think this rumor is true. Marvel hasn't said anything, but also, I mean, I guess why would they? Because it might spoil Avengers 4. But if this is true, I'm excited for both. Elizabeth Olsen is a great actress, and I think with the right people in charge of the story, we can get a really compelling narrative. And with Loki, I don't really care what they do. I'll watch anything.
Yeah, I don't really care much about the Scarlet Witch one, but I do like Elizabeth Olsen as a person, and I know Cameron's gonna get on me about this, so go ahead.
I'm just saying, because you don't like Scarlet Witch because you haven't seen, like, any good, like, she hasn't done anything really, you know? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if they give her a story where she does things...
Yeah, but, like, I'm more compelled to watch a Loki series.
Yeah, I'm saying,
because,
but I think
I enjoy his character. Like, I'm not gonna watch a series for a character I already don't like from the films they've been in.
I see what you mean. But I love Elizabeth Olsen. Everyone should watch Wind River.
You only like her, though. Do you really like Scarlet Witch, or do you like Elizabeth Olsen?
Yes.
You just like Elizabeth Olsen?
No, I said yes. Because you can't say or. Like, the point was you can't say yes to a this or question. So it was a joke. You're like, do you like the actor? Do you like the character? Yes. That's what I was trying to do.
You gotta pick one each.
I don't know, she's really good. Like I said, Wind River, and also there's this indie movie called Ingrid Goes West, and in it she's like this fake Instagram, like she's an Instagram celebrity, but you know, like she's hella fake and stuff. Like even her favorite book is like made up. And there was this moment where Aubrey Plaza is like the main character in it, and like she gets out the car or whatever, and like to say goodbye to Aubrey Plaza, she like bangs on the window, like with both of her palms, and I was like, that's something like a fake bitch like that would do. I don't know, like everything she's done, it's like little stuff, like everything she's done, I've been like really persuaded by her character. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I don't think they should give Loki a love interest in his series because people are already too thirsty for him. And if they give him a softer side, people will lose their shit. I also think it'd be hard to write a love interest as later as him, but maybe the point of cinema is to tell stories people can get lost in, so maybe they should give him a love interest and let people flip out.
I don't know. It could be interesting since his character is like pretty closed off to everyone.
Hold on a second.
You bitches! I'll just start over.
Okay, our roommate came in, so that's probably going to be an awkward.
Our roommate, I live here now. Whoa! Okay. It would be really interesting to see.
Oh God. Our other roommate came in.
I'm over this.
Okay, sorry if there's a bunch of weird noise in the background. Our roommates came in. Well, my roommate. Cameron doesn't technically live in this
I live here. Shut the
room,
fuck up.
but you know.
I do.
Okay. What are you saying about Loki?
Crap. It doesn't even matter anymore.
There's
I said it would be cool if Loki fell in love with someone because his character is pretty closed off in like all the other Marvel movies except for like recently. Like we see his brotherly love for Thor finally, and also we kind of saw his love for like his mom in like the first Thor film. Well, no, second. Yeah. But yeah. The story could get boring pretty quickly because like most Marvel love stories don't really last that long. Like they're never something like we care about much, except Pepper and Tony. Like we love them, but like no one cared about like Thor and his girl. No one cares about Cap and freaking Peggy's niece. I did like Cap and Peggy though, but like meh. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if that's the storyline they're going for, it's probably not gonna last. So I'm kind of hoping they don't do it.
Also, would it be like a past love, and then she's like dead, and then he's like,
and that's why he's like,
I think he's just been crazy though his whole life.
No, definitely, because like even the like childhood like Thor and Loki scenes, he was like,
yeah, Thor said he turned into a snake once.
Yeah,
and stabbed him.
Stabbed him. Yeah,
turned into a person and stabbed. Okay, I wanted to talk about the Spider-Man PS4 game. I haven't played it because I don't know how to play video games, but it pertains to pop and nerd culture or whatever. Yeah, but I watched some gameplays on YouTube and it looks pretty fun. Like if I played video games, I would definitely be into this. And I still kind of want to learn to play it. And yeah, there's a whole narrative that goes along with it, which I guess is pretty normal for video games. But basically, the story is Kingpin, aka Wilson Fisk, goes to jail and there's a power struggle with a bunch of Spider-Man villains. So they're kind of just like let loose on the city. Like there's Shocker, Electro, Doc Ock, etc. And I also hope the MCU takes some cues from this game because it makes the action in Homecoming look kind of trash. Like the web swinging is really good, and so is the combat. Spider-Man uses his powers in really clever ways, and it's hella entertaining. Okay, so like, as an example of his like use of powers or like the moves he does, I mean this is kind of hard to explain. It's like one thing he does is he'll do like a dive roll, right, like a forward roll, and then he'll kick the villain in the face. Like he'll dive forward, and then like, you know, if you want to get off your back, like using your hands to keep jump, like he'll do that, but kick the person in the face while doing it. So it's like, and it looks really. I was like, that like cool. Why doesn't Tom do that? And then he'll grab people with his webs and just like bring them to him so he can punch him.
I would love to see that.
It's like really good.
Come on,
like he'll be like, or he'll like bring himself to them and punch them.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that sounds super cool. I love video games, so I'll have to check out some gameplays. And when I finally get money, because I'm a broke college student right now, I'll probably buy it.
I couldn't see that, but I was doing the upside down little eye thing. You know what I'm talking about? This one?
No, I'm trying to think of the footballer who did that. One of the British footballers. I forgot his name right now. Sorry. But that hand thing that went viral on Twitter, she was doing that. Anyway, yeah, I'm broke right now, but when I'm not broke, I'm gonna buy the game because I love Spider-Man and I love video games.
LOL. Okay, they released images of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker because they're doing a Joker movie without Batman, which is questionable. I think the makeup and the costume looks fine, but why is this a Joker movie and not just a Joaquin Phoenix being a psychopath movie, because he's good at those?
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, what is up with all these villain movies without like their hero counterparts? Like, I kind of don't get it. Like, are they just gonna be doing like villainous things like the whole movie without ever like being stopped? Like, how does this work? Like, it's cool seeing like heroes keep defeating villains, but like villains just keep winning. Like, no one wants to see that.
I feel like at the end of this Joker movie, he's just gonna end up in Arkham and then bust out. At the end of the Venom movie,
maybe he meets Spider-Man.
Hell no. Isn't that what they'd have to either make another Spider-Man, which would be trash, or they're gonna put Tom Holland in it, and then that Venom is connected to the MCU, which would be trash.
Oh, okay.
So it's a catch-22.
Wait, so does Marvel not have the rights to this Venom movie, or?
It's not in the MCU, but it's a Marvel movie. It's Sony. Sony has the Spider-Man characters. And so
except Spider-Man?
No, they lent out Spider-Man.
Oh.
That's why like they can do all the advertising for Spider-Man and stuff.
They hella.
That's why the trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming told the entire story, because Sony doesn't know what they're doing.
They messed up for that. Sony, give us the rights to all of it now. Whores.
Alright. Got him.
Alright, in the last podcast, I think we forgot to mention the villain of Wonder Woman 1984, who is Cheetah, who is going to be played by Kristen Wiig. Cameron, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, Cheetah basically has the powers of a big cat: speed, strength, agility, night vision, enhanced hearing and smell. And I don't know if I can believe Kristen Wiig has any of those abilities. I've only seen her in comedy, so I don't find her intimidating, like, at all, in any way. anyway, and physically it looks like I could kick her ass with ease. So I don't.
Personally, I would love to see that fight. But yeah, I'm interested to see how Kristen Wiig handles a not so comedic role.
I mean, maybe they'll go sort of comedic with it so you don't have to stretch your imagination too far.
I don't know. I love the first Wonder Woman movie, so I hope this one is good too. Otherwise, I'll be very mad and I'll officially cut DC EU off from my life forever. Because right now they're hanging by a thread called Wonder Woman. Because I don't. Actually, no.
Wonder Woman was when they were cut. I was like, that was so much better than everything else, but it was still bad.
What? Girl, get out of here. But I do want to see Shazam, but we already talked about that, so we're not going to mention that. But right now, Wonder Woman is the only thing holding me to DC.
Shazam is their last chance. Like, right now they're cut. Shazam might bring them back.
I'm also going to watch Aquaman, but I don't
I'm going to watch it, but it's going to be garbage.
From the trailers,
it's going to be garbage. It's going to be incoherent, just ridiculous, poorly written. It's going to be like Justice League quality.
But, like, Jason Momoa looks good, so, like...
Yeah, so at least we get to look at him the whole time, and it's not, like, depressed Ben Affleck in a weird bat suit, and then CGI cowboy face, and...
CGI cowboy face.
Weird... Oh my gosh, that CGI on Cyborg was so bad. Can you believe how bad that CGI was?
Is all of our podcast going to turn into us destroying DC?
But it's like it just doesn't make sense. They have like millions of dollars. They've hired people to work on this, and then it's so bad. It's like the CGI. Like, you remember Transformers? Didn't that mess come out in like 2008 or something?
Yeah, it was really good.
Iron Man came out in 2008. Like, the suit looked good. Like, it looks real. So I'm like, how could you, in 2017, not make metal look real? That's the easiest thing to do in CGI. Like, get out of here.
I mean...
Alright, here we go. Next on the itinerary is Men in Black 2019, starring Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. According to Old Reliable Wikipedia, the movie will focus on a London branch of the Men in Black. I'm really looking forward to this one. Chris Hemsworth is always great in comedies, and I like Tessa Thompson in Ragnarok and Annihilation. Spoiler alert, she turns into a plant in Annihilation. It was kind of weird. The movie was kind of weird, but
Anyways, I didn't really know anything about this new Men in Black movie, but it's set in London, so that's awesome because I love British accents. Anyways, I'm also pretty excited to see Men in Black from like a different perspective because I love the like OG movie so much. Also, hopefully like there's some Easter eggs that connect to the original movies, and also maybe a cameo from Will Smith. That would be hella dope.
Well, she got a cameo from Jaden Smith.
He wasn't in any of them.
How underwhelmed would you be?
I'd be like, oh, look, it's Jaden.
I'd be like,
where's your dad?
Yeah, go get him. According to the Wikipedia, this is going to be sort of a globe hoppy film, just like Spider-Man is, but shouldn't be. They're still in Venice filming.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here. I saw they were filming in Morocco on Chris Hemsworth's Instagram story a little bit ago. I don't know how much of this will be in London, but I feel you on the new perspective part. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how British people handle aliens compared to Will Smith.
Yeah, because I always get tired of like all the like superhero movies and stuff being centered in America. Like, I always want to see it from another country. Like, Americans aren't the saviors of everything. We suck. No, kidding.
I mean, it's also a function of comic books sort of started.
Yeah.
In America, so it's like...
Oh, true. But yeah, like, the world is expanding.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have superheroes and superhero films from everywhere.
Is there any popular one that's, like, not American?
James
Bond? But that's not a comic book, but, like, he's a person.
See, James Bond, I love those movies.
I've never
also,
watched
like,
any.
Kingsman, like, I love that movie.
I watched the very first James Bond movie, like, the very, very first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was... bad.
I didn't like it.
Like, I need to try the new ones.
Yeah, I like
and see how they are, because that first one...
I'm a sucker for action movies.
That first one, can I tell you, it was all over. It was racist. It was sexist.
Woo.
It was literally... Okay, let me just...
Sip my water.
There was this girl, he's on the beach, right? And she's just... there. I don't know, like... But anyway, so like later, like I guess she comes with them to like this villain secret lair thing or whatever. And so I was watching the movie for class. And then, like, I turned around to do something for a little bit, then I turned back around, her pants are off. Like, there's, like, no reason for her pants to be off, but they're off. And I'm like...
Yeah.
They also dress white people up as, like, Asian people. And they try and give them, like, a little cat eye, so they look Asian. And I'm like, your eyes are still blue, honey. What am I supposed to think? Okay, anyway.
Okay, the more recent movies are very good.
Yeah, I'm just thinking...
Anyways, yeah, give us some more British heroes and some... I want to see some Indian heroes, some African heroes. We got Black Panther now, but like...
I feel like that... Does that count?
Can we
Because
get more?
that's kind of like counting Thor as like a British one, because all British accents, but there have been some weird
But
fake
he's from
stories.
Asgard, so... It's
Chadwick
not based
Boseman is from Wakanda, which is a fake-ass place.
in Africa, though. Alright, so give us some, like, a Nigerian fucking superhero then. Give me a Ghanaian superhero. An Egyptian superhero. Nefertiti. Make a movie about her, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Asian superheroes. I feel like an Asian superhero would be dope. Anyways. Because, like, anime films and stuff are really cool and shows and stuff. So, like, combine that with, like, comic books type stuff.
You know what? Go back in time, slap M. Night Shyamalan in the face before he can make that live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender and get someone who's good at it.
Yeah.
Do that.
We don't mention that, though.
Do that right. And
What live action Avatar?
Avatar: The Last Airbender. You remember?
I'm sorry, I don't think that exists.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one didn't happen. That never happened.
Yeah.
There's only the
We never
cartoon.
had that. We only praised the cartoon and the James Cameron Avatar.
There's also no sequel to that show. Maybe there is. I didn't care for it. Whatever.
Aren't they making an Avatar sequel? Haven't they been saying that for like 10 years
Yeah,
now?
I saw a poster for it though.
Oh, okay, cool. It's actually happening.
It's like
That's good to
happening. Okay.
That's cool because Zoe Saldana is my girl. She's so cute. I love her.
Yeah, she's cute. She's pretty. What's this?
The next two things we have to blast through because we haven't even brought out our special guest yet. That's
Okay.
right. We got a special guest on this podcast, y'all.
Second episode, we're making moves. She lives next.
She lives next door.
She lives in this room.
Connected via a bathroom.
Okay. So the first thing is there's been a trailer release for Dark Phoenix, and apparently it's out June 7th, even though the trailer said it's out February 14th. So that means, like, this movie's been pushed back a lot. So that means the trailer dropped, and they pushed it back some more.
Oh no.
I'm
Struggle
mad.
bus. That don't sound like that movie gonna be.
I was very surprised because I thought they were just going to cancel this movie. I mean, I still think they might, but they have a trailer for it, so I don't know. Seeing as X-Men Apocalypse wasn't well received and the X-Men timeline is fucked. Like, it's all over the place. Like, it doesn't make any sense anymore. But the trailer didn't look bad, but I thought the trailer for Apocalypse looked really good, and I was bitterly disappointed. I wasn't bitterly disappointed, I was just like, oh, that was
disappointed.
I was like, oh.
Sad.
Do you have anything to say? I know you don't know much about X-Men.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out because I have no clue about the X-Men series at all. Never was interested in it. Sorry, y'all.
You should. I think I'm gonna make you watch all of them, and then we
You have so
can.
many movies you're gonna make me watch.
We can do an
We
episode.
love movie nights instead of doing homework.
I love. What was our last movie night? We tried to watch The
Oh,
Goonies.
you weren't here, but we were watching movies.
Oh,
this
really?
weekend, yeah.
Oh yeah, because
We watched Moana. We watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That movie's crazy. Definitely my least favorite 80s movie. I found a bad one, finally.
You found a bad.
So, you don't like the Molly Ringwald movies, but I love them. So we're not going to have this discussion. Anyways, next up is Holmes and Watson. I think it looks hilarious, and I can't wait to see it. Like, I love reading the Sherlock Holmes books. Like, I read them in, like, I think, like, late middle school, early high school. And they're, like, really serious, so it's nice to see, like, a comedic spin on it.
When were they written?
Girl,
Are they children's books? Like,
no, I was.
Are they
in
grown
middle
up?
School.
Are they like adult?
I was advanced.
Oh my gosh.
AP honors since 2nd grade.
Were you GT? Did y'all have that?
No, it's
Gifted
called.
and talented. Or
Yeah. That. Yeah.
F those kids. I'm kidding. I don't know. They
Were
just
you not?
no. They just acted like they were smarter than us.
I didn't act
And I
like I
was-
was smart.
They acted like they were, but like they were literally learning different things, and I'm like, that doesn't make you smarter because you're learning a different thing.
Yeah.
Like they were learning about like cell stuff. in like 4th grade. And I was like, well, that's not a comparison to us learning about fucking nature cycles. Get out. Anyway.
I didn't like talk badly about any other kids.
Somebody didn't talk badly
I
about
just jokingly do it now, like, girl, I've been advanced since 2nd grade.
I gotta go to GT class now.
But guess what? I still didn't get into Stanford, so those classes mean nothing, children. So have fun in high school. Have fun in life. Don't be stressed out over high school and stuff.
Or do, because I got into here. Because I worked hard. I'm from out of state though, so it's different.
Don't downplay my achievements.
I'm saying work hard, and then you can still get into
I got into
school.
Emory University and Howard University and Spelman, which are all good schools, and out of my state.
So do work hard. So ignore the thing she said earlier and do work hard.
Just don't expect to go to Stanford like Gabriela Montez from High School Musical.
Yeah,
it's probably not going to happen, y'all.
Stanford has a 4% acceptance rate. My mom was like, you should apply. And I said,
I told myself, you should apply. You might be special. And then they said, we appreciate your application, but we're not going to let you here. But, like, you're going to be great wherever you do go, sweetie. And I was like, oh, thanks, Stanford. That's the nicest rejection that I ever got. I know, I actually didn't cry.
Oh, really?
Like, their rejection letter was nice. Now, at Georgetown and Vanderbilt, I'm going to throw hands at anyone who goes to that school because I'm still mad about it.
My British literature professor went to Vanderbilt. She had her PhD from there.
Freaking literature professor.
Yeah, hear that, Dr. Guile? She's not even listening to this.
It's fine. I'm still going to try and go there for medical school because I love Nashville and I want to be there.
I can't do landlocked states. I know that's like a weird hang-up I have, but I can't live in a landlocked state.
I don't live on the coast.
Yeah, as long as the state touches the coast, I'm good.
Now you mentioned that. No, but like Tennessee's really pretty.
Yeah, I know it's pretty. I can't be living there.
And like the drive from here to Tennessee, like through the mountains, is the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
And I can look good all at once, but I'm not doing that. I can't. I don't know.
I mean, I also want to live in Maryland, D.C. area.
Maryland touches the water, though.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that's not a landlocked.
Anyway, what we're talking about? Homes in Boston.
We're gonna zoom through these next 2 topics.
We're gonna do now.
The golf topic.
I like both Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly a lot. I'm really interested to see how they do Sherlock Holmes' Mind Palace in a parody movie. Also, yeah, okay. John C. Reilly. I like John C. Reilly because he was Wreck-It Ralph, and he's in Chicago.
Wait, he's Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, he's Wreck-It Ralph.
I should have known that voice. Yeah, he is.
And he's a Renee Zellweger's husband in Chicago. He sings
also,
Mr. Cellophane.
Step Brothers.
I've only seen like 5 minutes of Step Brothers.
I've seen it multiple times. I love that movie.
I like Will Ferrell in what's that movie?
Elf. My favorite.
Sure,
Christmas
the other
movie.
one though, the one that's recent. Daddy's Home?
Oh, Daddy's Home, yeah, that's really funny with Mark Wahlberg.
I also like John C. Reilly a lot in Kong Skull Island. Even that movie was like it was like a mixed bag, but I liked him. It was like, it was, the range of goodness was just, whoa, what's going on? Okay, last quick thing. Space Jam 2 with With
LeBron James will begin production in 2019. So we won't get into that right now, but
it's a ways away.
Yeah.
I'll watch it though. I'll say that now. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it because I like the original Space Jam.
Yeah.
I remember my brother used to have a Space Jam blanket on his bed. We love the early 2000s.
I used to watch Space Jam every time I went to my grandma's house. She had it on what's the fat tape called?
VH.
Yeah, she had it on VHS, and I used to pop it in there.
I was gonna say VHR, and I was like, no. So I just stopped at VH.
Not that one.
Anyways, next we're going to talk about the new Fantastic Beasts trailer. But before we do that, we would like to introduce you all to our friend Heather, who is the biggest Harry Potter fan we know. She'll definitely be a lot more knowledgeable about it than us. Y'all, English is not my first language, gibberish is. Anyways, she'll know a lot more about Harry Potter than us, so yeah. Hi Heather, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm glad to be here.
So, what were your initial thoughts about the Fantastic Beasts Crimes of Grindelwald trailer?
Well, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen. But maybe the second and third time, I was really looking into the details details, and I'm really excited to look to see what J.K. Rowling is gonna do with the things that are reappearing from the Harry Potter series. So yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Cammy?
Well, I also thought it was really awesome because I really like enjoyed the first movie. So yeah, the trailer was just actually like really well made.
Yeah,
too.
like it was a good trailer.
I was like, whoa, I can't wait to see this. Like, I have so many questions. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think the trailer looks really good. I hope these movies pull a Harry Potter and get better and better, like with each one. And it looks like they're on their way to doing that. So, yeah, they were just gonna ask you, like, I guess some general questions or make general statements, and then you can elaborate. So, what's like the premise of this movie?
So
From what you
from the trailer that we were seeing, I think mostly it's gonna be about obviously crimes of Grindelwald. So like Grindelwald's idea of wizards coming out of hiding and I guess dominating quote over the humans, because wizards in the Americas are not allowed to interact with humans or get married with humans. So like he kind of wanted to like change that.
Does he want them to like integrate into society?
I think he wants to take over,
like master race.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like also going with Credence and Nagini in the whole circus. I think there's also the concept of Nagini escaping the circus. I believe so, and because I don't know why they would add the circus in there too.
A Muggle circus?
Yeah, it's like a freak show thing. So like Nagini is like the snake woman of the circus.
I feel like
freak show.
That's some sort of magic infringement, because that's clearly magic. There's no way that's like a trick. But okay, yeah.
Speaking of Nagini, tell us a little more about her.
So we vaguely get an understanding of Nagini in the Harry Potter series, more so in the books. Maybe in the movies it's a little less. But we have an understanding that Voldemort and Nagini have this like really special connection. So some people were like questioning, why did Voldemort make a snake one of his Horcruxes? And so they like theorized of many things about Nagini, and one of the things was that Nagini could possibly be Maledictus. And through this trailer, we kind of see that like theory come true, which is that a Maledictus is someone who has a blood curse, which is kind of like inherited through generations. It's like a curse that eventually turns you into a beast. So unlike an animagus who can transform into an animal at will, someone who is a Maledictus can transform at will, and then eventually they'll become the beast themselves. So Nagini is the snake.
So what do you think about people that were commenting on the actress's like race when they're saying that casting an Asian woman as a snake sort of vilifies her and like contributes to that like the Asian like stereotype of like dragons and like the exoticism of people of color? Like, do you think those points are
I think there are some valid arguments about that, because I feel like they could have made her a different race if they wanted to, and I don't know why they specifically made her Asian. But thinking back also at like the bloodline of the Slytherins, which is what a lot of people think she may be from, like most of them are like white. So it's kind of like I'm like also a little confused why she's Asian. So it was like,
I mean, I feel like they probably did blind casting so they could try and diversify, but like I see what they mean, but also it's like I don't know.
If blind casting was the case, then I think
it's like you want women and people of color to have these roles, but then it's like also like don't do weird stereotypes. But also, is it a weird stereotype because it's a weird magic snake? So who is Grindelwald besides? So you sort of explained he's like a wizard.
Okay, so
master race dude.
In the Harry Potter series, we have an understanding that Grindelwald and Dumbledore had a really close relationship. They were like best friends, basically.
Like when they were in school?
No, Grindelwald went to a different school. I think.
Grindelwald's American, isn't he?
I can't remember what school he went to, but
is Grindelwald American? I don't remember. I just watched this trailer. He's British.
That's something. Are
there other British?
There's something that I don't. Yeah, there are other. There's the one with the girls.
Oh yeah. True,
I thought that they were from France.
Oh yeah, true.
I thought it was like one per country.
I don't know. There's so much that I don't know everything, but I do know that they did go to different schools.
Okay, yeah.
And then they I think they grew up together or something like that, and they became really close. And Dumbledore and Grindelwald were both having this idea of wizards being integrated into with humans. But Grindelwald started to become more of an evil.
They're Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You know, Magneto, Magneto and Professor X are Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. They're doing this again.
Yeah, so Grindelwald started to get this idea of no, wizards are the higher race. And Dumbledore was I'm not.
He was chill
I'm not
out.
into that. So
I just want equality.
Their friendship kind of broke off.
Yeah. Do you think they were an item romantically?
See, Dumbledore never really had a relationship with a woman throughout the Harry Potter series, or anything mentioned about him being interested in women, or there being a hint of I don't know, maybe with McGonagall or something like that. It was never anything like that, but it did kind of swing towards him being gay.
Did they mention him being with a man, or did they just not mention him with anybody?
No, I think they just didn't mention anyone.
I mean,
so you can just infer.
Yeah, he's also 123.
Yeah,
I feel I saw something on Twitter though, a few years ago that was J.K. Rowling confirms that Dumbledore is gay.
She's been doing a lot of stuff like that too.
She probably confirms a lot of things. I'm not really into Twitter, so I really don't know any of these tweets that she makes, but
I might be fine. I don't know.
She might have she's been doing a lot of retcons and stuff, and she's yeah, if that makes you happy, go for it. They cast a black actress as a Hermione in a play or whatever. And they're Hermione's clearly white or whatever. And she pulled it up. She's I never said what race she was. I said she had bushy brown hair. So.
Oh, yeah. It says Rowling said that. Oh, crap. Where'd it go?
Nice. Okay.
No. Sorry. It says Rowling said that she always thought of Dumbledore as being homosexual and that he had fallen in love with Grindelwald.
First of all, I don't think she always thought that. I think she thought that
she was wait, that's hip and cool now.
I think she was no, that would have been better than what I said, so now I'll say that. But I love you, JK. She's not listening to this, so it's fine. But yeah, so who do you think... So, Jude Law, young Dumbledore, aka Youngledore, he referred to a safe house in Paris whenever he went to meet Newt. What do you think he's talking about?
So, from previous trailers, we saw a little bit of Nicholas Flamel, which is an alchemist who created the Philosopher's Stone, which he could use to make an elixir to make him immortal. He's really old. Yeah. He looks really raggedy in those trailers. So it's pretty cool because they mentioned him in Harry Potter, but they never showed who he was or anything like that. So. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the safe house is probably Nicholas Flamel's house.
Is there
yeah.
The book say he lives in France or Paris, or does he just hop around?
I don't think they...
You just think it's that because they show him later in the trailer, and so... Okay, yeah. And so that guy is dead now, right? Because in the first Harry Potter, they destroy the stone.
He's on the path to death because the Philosopher's Stone was destroyed, but he still had some elixir left over.
Okay, so he's just gonna get old and crusty
he's just gonna
die.
Get older. Yeah.
Okay. What other questions? Why do you think Scamander is important? Why does Jude Law... Why do I keep calling him Jude Law? Because I think... Okay. Dumbledore specifically go to him. And you think he's oh, you were a good wizard. I remember you in school.
Yeah, that's something that I really don't know why Scamander is important in the whole Grindelwald more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know in the end, Dumbledore beats Grindelwald. So it's kind of like...
Why does he need someone else?
Yeah, what is that? What does Scamander have to do with this? And it's like, that's one of the kind of like things that was in the trailer. It's like ambiguous and you don't really...
Yeah, maybe he's like, I don't want to kill my old friend.
My lover.
Yeah. My hetero partner. And he's like, I know that you believe, like, you have a code and, like, you have conviction, so I can trust you to take this guy out while I just sort of chill over here. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Why is Jacob back? Comedic,
That's my question.
comedic relief.
Yes.
Maybe Queenie and Jacob's relationship will form, because I know, like, in the end of the first Fantastic Beasts
She had to
movie,
clear his name.
yeah, she appeared at his bakery.
Yeah.
And, like, some people are theorizing that, like, when she kissed him, like, she kind of, like, put a spell on him to, like, remember her the instant that he saw her.
Maybe.
So that's, like something, like,
Also, that
weird.
That memory wipe didn't completely work because he made the little creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like okay, I'll definitely
I think
wipe his
it
memory.
only wipes bad memories.
Mm.
So, like, the whole, like, wizards and, like,
Oh, so it's
magical
like
creatures.
so it's like he'd remember her, but he wouldn't have the context
Yeah.
for it. So okay, so it's like a weird dream type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Lita Lestrange, do you have any theories about her? Because I feel like she's not really important.
Well, the last name Lestrange
Yeah, but like
is important because, like, she's, I don't know, maybe great-grandmother of the Lestranges in Harry Potter.
My question is, why did they choose a black actress to play her?
I feel like by the time it got down to Bellatrix, it would have been you wouldn't have been able to tell. So like. Because if she was with Newt and, like, I mean, we know she doesn't end up with Newt, but, like,
Yeah.
Newt's white. So their kids would have been, like, a quarter. So, like, yeah.
True.
Yeah, but I'm interested in what Lita Lestrange has to do with Newt and, like, their relationship and why she says that. I think she, like...
You've never met a monster that she couldn't love? Maybe because she's like, I'm a bitch. Why did you ever like me?
She's a Lestrange. That name means something.
Yeah. What other things are we going to talk about? So the Crimes of Grindelwald. There's supposed to be 3 more movies after this, right? My goodness. I just feel like this movie's gonna be long as mess because there was a lot of parts to that trailer.
Yeah.
Credence.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, like, he's back. Like, I thought he died, and then
What?
he's like...
Didn't he turn
like,
up?
Yeah, he was an Obscurus, and then they, like, shot him with, like, a bunch of spells, and, like, he, like, exploded.
Oh.
And, like, then he appears, and I'm like, wait, what?
They didn't. I thought they clearly indicated that he was alive, though, at the end of that.
Yeah, I think...
I might have.
I don't know, I can't remember.
And maybe it's like...
There's a lot of detail.
I've seen too many movies, so it's like, yeah, that guy's not dead, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but Credence and, like, how he found his way to this, like, circus freak show thing.
Mm.
And, like, what's his relationship with Nagini as well. And, like, you know.
Yeah.
I know there was something that you mentioned, like, when the trailer first came out, about, like, the mirror scene.
Oh yeah, in this new trailer, Dumbledore is, like, looking in the Mirror of Erased.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mirror of Erased, obviously, in Harry Potter reflected, like, one of your, like, what is it?
Your desires?
Yeah, your desires.
Oh, this is the mirror he saw his parents in.
Yeah, this is the mirror
Making
that Harry
connection.
Potter saw his parents in.
I remember
And
stuff.
when Dumbledore looked into it, he saw the young Grindelwald, which
That's awkward.
was the same actor in the Harry Potter series when they saw the photo.
Mm.
If you remember that. They saw a young Grindelwald photo, and that was the same actor. Reflected back in the mirror.
Okay.
And, like, he was like, their hands are touching, so that kind of, like, confirms their, like, relationship.
There's the answer to our question.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Something else I wanted to say. Oh, what do you think about the casting of Grindelwald?
Don't even talk about that.
Controversy. Hashtag controversy coming up.
I know there are some controversy, but like...
There's some allegations against Johnny Depp.
But Johnny Depp is my favorite. Oh my god, all of his characters that he's played are amazing. I love him.
They're pretty iconic.
He's an amazing actor. I mean, I do acknowledge the controversy that comes with him, but obviously, like, I have my bias. So it's like, I don't know. But I am excited that they casted him because he's a really good actor and he would do justice to Grindelwald, so.
What do you think about young Dumbledore? Have you seen Jude Law and other things?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm not familiar with Jude Law, so.
Jude Law's great.
I mean, if you say he's great,
he's really good.
He better not fuck it up.
What's he in that's like popular that people listening may have seen? I don't know. I don't even know who listens to this. I don't know what type of people listen. So he's in Cold Mountain. He's in Cold Mountain. He's good in that. He's in a movie called Spy with Melissa McCarthy, and that's like a comedy, but like he's still good. He's in Anna Karenina, which is one of my favorite movies. Donald Gleason is also in that because I mentioned that last time. What else is this man in? Shoot, he's in freaking what's that movie called with Matt Damon, and Matt Damon is like a gay guy and he's also like a murderer. The Talented Mr. Ripley, he's in that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single movie you just named, so like we're just gonna end it
And
there.
Captain Marvel, how about that?
That hasn't come out yet, so but we look forward to seeing him. We'll give him a chance.
I think he'll do really good. Like I think it'll. Like, do you even remember like the performances of the other two actors that played Dumbledore? You just know the character, but you don't remember like the performances. At least I don't.
Also, something else I want to mention is like looking at the Elder Wand, because the Elder Wand is in its like its ownership is Grindelwald at the moment.
Oh yikes!
So like this is the point where Dumbledore gains the Elder Wand.
Oh, so he has to kill him.
Yeah, the new owner is Dumbledore. So like the owner has to be defeated for the wand to be like.
In the trailer, they like flash the Deathly Hallows like real quick. It's like not
the Deathly Hallows.
It's not like an obvious.
It's so deep. There is so much that I'm questioning about that because I really don't understand how Harry got the cloak. So like he's like probably in the line of the Gaunts, or like not the Gaunts, the Brothers Grimm, and like that's really interesting. Like if they mention the Brothers Grimm in this, I'll be excited.
Does fate exist in the Harry Potter universe? So is it like
like
the idea that Harry Potter's fated to get the Deathly Hallows type of deal? So it's
because there was a prophecy.
It's okay. So
there's prophecies in the Harry Potter world, so they're most likely like a fate thing.
Yeah. Do you think Newt? No, we know Newt doesn't die. So we know that this whole series ends happy.
If you're a die-hard fan, you'll know like most of the details from Harry Potter, like kind of help to complete the story in Fantastic Beasts. Yeah. Because we know Newt isn't dead. Because he appears in the Marauders map in Harry Potter as, I think, a grandfather who visits his grandson.
Wait, is Luna not his granddaughter? Luna marries his grandson?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, he ends up with Tina.
Oh, he ends up with Tina?
Yeah.
Spoilers for this movie.
Oops.
Whoopsie. Sorry.
What do you think about Tina? Because I was like, I was really indifferent to her the entire film. I was really just there for Newt.
Yeah, Tina is.
I know, maybe
she's a character, but
she's certainly a character in this film. I don't know, maybe she'll be bad.
Maybe she'll develop a little more. Yeah.
What do you think?
I prefer Queenie.
Yeah, Queenie has an actual character.
Yeah.
So, Let's see. What else happened in this trailer? Anything else? This is a long trailer. Alright. I think we're done.
Anyway, thanks again for joining us, Heather. You're the best.
Is there...
You're cute.
I was happy to talk about my favorite franchise in the world. So.
Oh, y'all should have the Game of Thrones Harry Potter debate again.
Not today. Let me do some more research because she's really on her shit and I'm just on the surface. I'm Game of Thrones.
Me and Heather could have a Game of Thrones Harry Potter debate because I know a lot about that one.
I'll just be the mediator.
Yeah, I'd be like,
occasionally throwing in my 2 cents towards.
What would be like an infraction in that debate? Like, what would be like not allowed?
Everything's allowed.
So we don't need to mediate it. Then.
Insult, like, I don't know, a part of the Game of Thrones. Because, like, each part is...
I'll keep her in line. If she starts talking shit, I'll slap her.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this whole episode?
Oh, wait. Can we just, like, can we just name what Hogwarts house is wearing? So,
oh, yeah. I'm a Ravenclaw.
I'm a Ravenclaw, too.
Gang.
Nah, I'm Slytherin. So, not gang.
Why are you... Why are you proud of that?
Evil.
Yeah.
You'll eventually become
Everyone
evil.
who's a psycho.
Everyone who's a Slytherin becomes evil.
Well, that means don't fucking mess with me.
Draco came less evil.
Well, not...
Draco got that kick.
Well, Snape was evil, but then he became, like, good, I guess, so...
Slytherins can be good. I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda is also Slytherin, y'all, and that's... What? He is. He took the quiz, and he also got Slytherin. Therefore...
You're Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Me and Lin-Manuel Miranda gonna be chilling in the den. Just chilling.
Plotting murders.
Plotting murders. And making more musicals. Boom.
Who's a Ravenclaw that's famous in the Harry Potter world? Nobody? Everyone's a Gryffindor.
Yeah, the only 2 that matter are Slytherin and Gryffindor, so...
Ravenclaw matter.
Ravenclaw's lives matter. Anyways, yeah, I'm Slytherin.
Ravenclaw's the best colors. Don't at me.
I like green. Green's a nice color.
Green? Do you know why they're green? In film and literature, green is associated with sickness and decay and corruption. That's why they're green. That's why. Like,
you know what? I'm always sick.
Like Loki and Thor.
My GPA is decaying.
His colors are green because he's a bad guy.
It makes sense.
Wicked Witch of the West.
Loki is also a badass bitch, so
Wicked Witch,
all I'm hearing
green.
is positive stuff.
Okay. Snake in the Bible, probably green. They're also snakes. Are they snakes? Do they have that's your symbol?
Yeah.
Yes.
Snake's the devil, the very first bad guy.
Ravenclaw is evil.
That means
I thought they were ravens.
That means
Evil.
Eagle Claw.
Eagles eat snakes.
I'm pretty sure, I mean...
I don't know. Why would it be Ravenclaw then? I don't know anything about my house, except that we're blue. And we're the best. We've got a ghost.
Eagle.
Girl, don't even call y'all
Its colors are blue and bronze.
Gray and green. Get at me.
See, I know my shit.
Cool.
Slytherin is the best, y'all. Stop playing.
I mean, I only support because Snape, and Snape is my favorite.
Exactly.
Yeah, Snape is cool.
Professor Snape is that bitch.
I actually like Draco. Draco is my favorite character in the movies.
Draco is also that bitch.
But Draco, he's not. He's my favorite character because he was like such a coward. But I don't know, it was like funny. Like,
but he's also that bitch, so like...
The dichotomy was interesting.
We stand Slytherin.
Remember when Harry almost killed him in that bathroom? What the heck?
Draco?
Yeah.
All I'm saying
is...
I was like, did he mean to do that?
No, I don't think he understood, like...
And then he fucking dipped out the bathroom.
I don't think he understood that he made a bunch of cuts on someone, so like... He just thought, oh, it's a new spell, let me try it out.
And Draco was like... And Snake was like, oh my god. Put some
Snake was
blood
like,
back in.
what the fuck? Where'd you get this shit?
Anyways. Okay. Slytherin gang for life. If you're also Slytherin, hit me up. Let's do some Slytherin things together.
Okay.
Let's destroy the Ravenclaws once and for all.
I think you just need to. We're not even your like enemy.
You're not, but you are today.
Okay.
Because you're talking shit.
Okay.
I swear, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are irrelevant. So, like, I don't even give a fuck.
Excuse me.
Y'all,
No, Hufflepuff are the most irrelevant.
No. Gryffindor and Slytherin are like Duke versus you.
Actually,
And then Ravenclaw is
and
NC
Slytherin.
State trying to fit in.
Ravenclaws and Slytherins actually like kind of get along.
So yeah, y'all like NC State. Y'all just they're annoying everyone, thinking y'all fit in. And then Hufflepuff is like non-existent.
No, you don't want to send an actual school.
I can't think of one.
You're in touch.
Hufflepuff is done.
A community college. Sorry to all the people who go to community colleges. I respect y'all.
Oh, we're still recording.
But y'all y'all not on the level of Duke and UNC or Slytherin and Gryffindor.
The Duke of Slytherin.
That's fine.
So you're Duke.
I'm not Duke. Chill.
You go there with Grayson Allen.
You're depressed.
Fuck that.
You're depressed 24/7.
You're Duke.
Duke students aren't depressed 24/7. My friend is thriving.
They look sad as hell when I went on that tour. This was me being unbiased because I wanted to go there and I went on the tour.
That's
and I was
because
like, oh,
the
hell
UNC
no.
students hide their sadness in the library walls.
Because the campus has a lot of things for us to do.
Because we get free t-shirts that make us happy.
You're like, oh, they're like free food. You're like momentary high.
They're like, free ice cream in the pit. And I just failed an exam. I'm crying, but I'm like, oh, free ice cream. Thanks. You're the best, UNC. And then you get a hug from Ramses. Like,
Aw.
wow.
I gave him a fist bump
I
once.
love it. I've taken 2 pictures with him.
And then you see freaking Luke May walking around.
Y'all, Luke May and I are best friends. He doesn't know it, but like, I know it.
He's also our friend's baby daddy. Our friend, like,
Apparently, he's one of our friends' baby daddy too. Cool, that's good to know. But yeah, I've had
sexy
like,
in an ugly way. That's what he said.
oh yeah, we think Luke May is sexy in an ugly way.
That wasn't our phrasing. That was our friend's phrasing.
That was our friend's phrasing,
And
but
we're like,
we kind of
we're
agree.
accurate.
Accurate, yeah.
Did I say accurate?
No, I like saying accurate.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Oh yeah, we're rambling. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening.
Oh, we need to do our handles. Okay.
If you don't know our handles by now, I'm kidding. You can follow me on Instagram at itscammyg. If you want to know how to spell that, look in the link in the description or something. Yeah. I also got a YouTube channel called It's Cammy G. I also got a Twitter. I don't remember my @ right now, but that'll be in the bio too. Cool. Cameron, what's your handles, girl?
Okay, you can follow me at WriterCameronG on Instagram. I wrote a book called Episodes, a collection of science fiction stories. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. The Facebook page for the book is just the titles, Episodes, a collection of science fiction stories. And feel free to email us at CameronGoodM@gmail.com with comments or suggestions or,
And Heather's handles, if she would like to share them.
Heather's like, get out my
I
face.
would not like
Heather doesn't like strangers, so never mind.
Heather hates everybody initially.
But if you want to see her occasionally, you can follow me on Snapchat. I have really interesting stories sometimes. Not really. I see a lot of dogs. If you like dogs, follow me on Snapchat. I'll keep you updated.
All right, thanks for listening. This one was a little rambly. All right, bye.